Hey guys, it's Nolan here today. It's Nolan RMG here today. I changed the name from 95 to RMG. It stands for Real MFGs, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a bit of a nostalgic video. We're going to go down memory lane and we're going to be talking about the 2010s. Now, the 2010s, is there anything more to say that it was like the best decade I think ever existed besides the 2000s? Because the 2020s, let's just say it's humanity's just devolving at a faster rate than ever seen before. Yeah, and yeah, the 2010s were great. People also still went out and touched grass. Anyways, let's just go back to the past. I don't want to talk about the 2020s. It's horrible. It's like Discord, Twitter, Reddit, Kick, Twitch. Everything's kind of out of whack now. And Bill C18 is not looking good. So let's go back a few years ago. Let's go all the way back to the 2010s. Now, what do we have in the 2010s? Well, in the 2010s we had amazing games. Let's talk about games. So for the 2010s we had amazing games. We had amazing game consoles as well. We have the PS3 and the Wii, the Xbox 360, the PS4 and the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. All those consoles were amazing, man. All those consoles. Some of the best consoles to ever have existed. And 2020s are cool. We have PS5s now. We have Xbox Series X's and Xbox Series S. That's about it. And then we have PCs, of course. But there's just something about old consoles. Just something so good about these consoles, man. Okay, the PS3. This is one of the heaviest consoles ever. One of the heaviest and one of the biggest consoles ever. And it's a classic. Okay, I played. This here's my childhood. Just like the PS3, the 360 is also an amazing classic system. This is the 360E. Yeah, I got this from one of my friends, bought it off of him. Very nice console to have. So yeah, the Xbox 360, amazing console. I remember always going over to my neighbor's house to play on their consoles, and I always remember starting up that classic Xbox 360 startup. And of course, going over there and playing, some good old-fashioned Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. It was truly amazing. Same thing with the PS3, bro. I played zombies on that shit all day, and I played multiplayer on that all day, bro. I also played God of War. Those games are classic, man. The Wii was also very special. Wii Sports was just amazing. Bro, Wii Sports is just out of this world, man. I don't have a Wii, sadly. I want to get one. But yeah, Wii's, man, they're so good. They were backwards compatible with the GameCube, like the original ones. And Wii Sports, your grandma and grandpa even played that shit with you. It was awesome, man. However, once you see Mike in the boxing, Wii Sports boxing and shit, bro, you're done. It's all over. But man, I miss these consoles. And even stuff like the PS4 are like classic systems, man. The PS3, Xbox 360, Wii's, Xbox Ones, and Nintendo Switches all defined 2010s, bro. I love this console. I love my PS3. I love my 360, man. And I love all the consoles, man, that I used to play on. Those were all the golden days, bro. That was the golden age of gaming, bro. And don't even get me started on all the games that came out. This was when Call of Duty was in its peak, bro. Yes, these are all the COD games I own. Yeah. This one COD was in its peak. You had Black Ops 2 that came out. You had Black Ops 3. Everybody was playing Black Ops 3. Everybody I knew had Black Ops 3. Everybody was playing it. You also have stuff like Minecraft, Halo, and stuff. You had a bunch of God of War spin-offs. You had The Last of Us. There were so many good multiplayer story games, bro. Minecraft is a huge one, bro. That was my childhood. Same thing with Call of Duty and shit. You had Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, It was such a good time, bro. The games that came out were, incredible. I would trade everything to go back in time to relive that. But that's just the start of the 2010s. The games were not just the best part of it. They were a part of being one of the best things, but they were one of the parts of making the 2010s great, but they weren't the best part of it. Because there are a lot more things that we need to talk about besides games. The 2010s were also filled with amazing movies and shows, bro. Don't even get me. You had Avengers and shit, bro. That shit was... Avengers was the best, bro. Before they started going off and doing random weird shit in Phase 4 and 5. Nah, Phase 1 to 3, masterpieces, bro. I don't even care if some of the films, like, some of the bad films people hated. No, those were also all good films. Even the worst ones from Phase 3, I even consider better than every single film from Phase 4 and 5. Maybe except for Spider-Man and Shang-Chi, but that's about it. Now, for the TV shows, bro. What you had SpongeBob, of course. SpongeBob is like never going away. That is one of the best shows ever made, bro. You had The Amazing World of Gumball. You had shit like Adventure Time. You had the Clone Wars, bro. You had Star Wars: The Clone Wars. That show. Don't even get me started on that. That shit was the best. Even season 7 that they recently released like 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure, or 3 years. I can't remember. That shit was still good. Like, oh my gosh, the Clone Wars were so good. What else is there? You also had shit like The Regular Show. That show was amazing, bro. All those shows were top tier. You also had all the Disney Channel shows as well, bro. All that stuff, bro. That was peak, bro. That was peak. Okay? That was all peak. Shows nowadays aren't shit compared to the ones from 2010s and early 2000s, or just 2000s and 2010s in general. That stuff was peak, bro. The TV shows and movies, hands down alone, define the 2010s. Those were the best parts. Aside from gaming, those were the best parts. That was actually the best part of 2010. The freaking TV shows and movies. SpongeBob, Adventure Time, Amazing World of Gumball, The Regular Show, and then, the Clone Wars, everything defines the 2010s. Everything gets knocked out of the water by the 2010s and 2000 shows, bro. There's also one thing we also need to talk about last, bro, that I'm pretty sure will send a wave of nostalgia and comfort to every single one of you, and that is Fruitger Arrow. Now, if you don't know what Fruitger Arrow is, or don't know it by name, I'm sure you'll recognize it by this picture here. Now, y'all probably might recognize that theme. You're like, wow, that's from the mid-2000s to the early 2010s. Even though it's been only in the early 2010s and died out after 2013, it's still seen everywhere and everyone knows it. Everybody can recognize it. Not a lot of people know it by name. Barely anyone does, but everybody recognizes Fruitger Arrow, bro. This theme defines the 2000s and 2010s because everybody can pinpoint which decades those were from. The 2000s and 2010s. These themes, like this look, everything, I can recognize easily from the 2010s, bro. It's just a wave of nostalgia. It just sends comfort and nostalgia down your spine, bro. Like, this was used in what? Samsungs, iPods, iPhones, everything. Fruitger Arrow was everywhere, bro. Things keep trying to mimic that till this day, but can't do it because, like Fruitger Arrow, there's just a vibe to it. Like, all these images alone just make me extremely nostalgic for the past. And I just want to travel all the way back to, like, the early 2000s, and, like, not the early 2000s, but the 2010s and, like, maybe mid-2000s. I was born in 2007. I never really got to experience anything from the 2000s at all. I did grow up in the 2010s, though. That's why I'm making this video, just to go back in the past and, look back at, like, how amazing, like, the past was, like the last decade was. Before, the rise of Twitter warriors and shows going on a hard decline, video games, becoming cash grabs, and just everything just becoming, like, fucked up. But anyways, yeah, that's about it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to make a video just to relive some old memories and stuff and go down memory lane. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.